च्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं भजे.
So, Jai Gurudev, everybody, and welcome to another 5 minutes with me, Swami Vishwadhaanamjayananda, where we try and talk about what it really means to desire to meet God and have this relationship with Him. And recently I was in the United States. We were traveling around quite a bit and we saw a very, very, very large amount of people. And after coming back to Springen, I noticed the same traits in the people living outside in the material world and the people living inside in the spiritual world. And the one thing that society has not taught us to do is the most simplest thing that we need to do. And Guruji often speaks about this, and it is to be positive in everything that we do. You know, we as spiritual peoples, we as Bhaktas searching for this relationship with God, we as Bhaktas realizing that this relationship with God is tangible and real, it all comes down to a beginning mindset of being positive with life. If you're not positive with life, you cannot see the sunshine through the clouds. And what I noticed is that a lot of people desire this relationship with God. They desire this beautiful one-on-one soul connection with God, which we actually have. But due to the lack of positiveness that we experience in our life, we find it hard to tangibly realize this relationship with God, which is actually sad, because God is always with us, and God always loves us. And we may know it, and we may read about it, etc., and Guruji can say it to us all the time, but are you truly positive in a humble way that God loves you? Yeah? That God is always guiding you, that God is always showing you that He is with you and He is taking control of your life. All you have to do is take action and then let Him steer the ship. How positive are you about this? I recently wrote on Facebook that, look, you can know all the scriptures inside out, etc., but if you don't take the proper action, if you don't take the necessary steps, how can you live these principles? Because living the principles is way more important than actually being able to recite the scriptures inside out. All the great saints that Guruji admires, that Guruji really talks about and loves dearly, the majority of them didn't actually know the scriptures so well, but they practiced whatever they preached, and they practiced what they knew. They practiced the love of God in every single action, in every single moment, and they did this by being positive within their life. They did this by being positive that God loves them, and that this love that they're giving to everybody else is God's love. It's not their love. It's not them. And recently, it was very beautiful. We were hearing the story of Guruji. He was doing an interview in a country, one of the I can't remember where the country was, but he was giving an interview on TV, and the reporter asked him, and the TV presenter asked him, look, so you have thousands and thousands of people worshiping you. They bow down at your feet. There's a whole bunch of them here in the studio with you. How do you handle all of this? You know? How do you remain humble? How do you actually just stay focused on what you need to do without it letting it get to you? And without flinching, without even looking left or right, Guruji simply said, but it's not me doing it. It's God. There was such positivity in his answer. There was such truth in his answer that the TV presenter, he couldn't answer back. Because that is it, you know, when we truly realize with positiveness that God is with us, that God loves us, and God is guiding all of our actions, nothing can stop us. Of course, the saints knew and had the consciousness that is this action taking me towards God, or is this action taking me away from God? You know, you have to be positive, but you also have to have some consciousness in the positive. You shouldn't be stupid with your life, and people often say, yeah, but I'm playing the devil's advocate. But the devil's advocate gets you nowhere. The devil's advocate just proves that you can be stupid. Yeah? Because the devil's advocate, when people play that role, they're solidifying inside of them an identity that they don't actually want to believe in. Yeah? Be positive. Make conscious decisions in your life. And how can you be positive in your life if you aren't grateful for anything? So, simply in the morning, when you get up in the morning, Guruji has asked you to recite verse 88 from the Guru Gita as well, which is beautiful because that aligns you with Guruji, it aligns you with his love, and it shows you how important he is, not just for you, but for the entire world. But when you get up in the morning, I want you to start by spending 5 minutes and be grateful for 3 things in your life. Simply be grateful for 3 things in your life. See if you can do this. I've been doing it for a while now, and it's a very, very beautiful experience. Some days it's extremely challenging when you wake up and your mind is pressuring you, and your mind is not where it should be in order to serve and to spread the love of God. Those 5 minutes of simply being positive and finding the gratitude for various things in your life is a very beautiful experience, because it puts a smile back on your face. Yeah? For example, this morning when I woke up, I kept my gratitude very simple. My gratitude was, thank you that I have a Guru in my life who truly loves and appreciates me. Thank you that I know God really loves me. Yeah? And I'm extremely grateful for all the friends and devotees in the world who love and appreciate me. Yeah? Because their love allows me to find more strength in the dark times. Knowing that Guruji is always there and loving me allows me to spread his message and his teachings further in the world. And really knowing that God loves me with all my faults, etc., allows me to spread his love to everybody in the world. And it doesn't have to be huge gratifications. Sometimes the most simple thing in life is the easiest thing, and it's the most beautiful. Yeah, we often think with the mind that we have to create a huge 5-story building with a massive penthouse, etc. But no, sometimes a simple hut allows us to feel and love the most. So remember, just as in the material side of life and as in the spiritual side of life, you have to be positive with life. You have to find the positiveness within each situation. Sometimes it's not easy, but that's where practice comes in. Yeah? You have to train yourself to do this. You have to train yourself to be in this state. And one of the first steps, as I said, take 5 minutes in the morning and find the gratification for the rest of your day. Yeah? That you can really appreciate and you can really be grateful for. If you can find this gratification, if you can find this gratitude for life and for the love that you have, it would allow you to serve and do a lot more in a much more positive light. We have to spread the love of God, and you want to do that in a positive way. You don't want to do that feeling down and depressed, because nobody's going to respond to you. No, you wouldn't respond to somebody who came to you to spread God's love like, no? Yeah, you would look at them and say, what do you know, man? But when they see that your face, your eyes, and everything is shining with God's love, how will they respond to you? They'll open up their hearts to you. Yeah? And that's what our mission is. So, take 5 minutes in the morning, be grateful, and start to be positive with your experiences in life. Start to be positive with how you react and how you respond in life. Yeah? That is the most important thing. Yeah, start to put a smile on your face, because you're on a journey of spreading God's love. Why would you want to be sad? How can you be sad? Yeah? So that's all I simply ask. Start to be positive. In the morning, spend five minutes being grateful for 3 things in your life. Yeah? And you'll find over time the gratitude and what you're grateful for changes. That's okay. as your consciousness opens up, etc., so does what you understand. Just be grateful and find this love. So as you move forward and you look at everything, be conscious of your decisions. Yeah? Be conscious of being conscious. Yeah? Don't be positive but make stupid decisions. Yeah? Ask yourself, is this taking me towards God or is this taking me away from God? And then find the positivity within everything that you do. So I wish you a beautiful time as you move forward in your experience with this relationship with God, because that's the most important thing in life. Yeah? This relationship with God. When you die, that's all you truly have, is how close a relationship have you cultivated with God in this body. And when your soul leaves, this manifests with God. So I wish you all the best and sending you lots of love and praise and blessings. Jai Gurudev.